I have a big interview today. Now, it's not that I have an interview so much as I'm interviewing people today. I'm starting my project for the CrossFit gym I started working for. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, because I'm actually really nervous. Now, this is not the first time I've done interviews before. This is probably the 11th or 12th time I've interviewed dozens of people, but everyone I've interviewed for, the documentaries that I've done and the podcast and all that, it's always been friends, family, people I was really close to. I've never interviewed a stranger before. And that's what I'm doing today. So I have questions prepared, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do, but I don't know. It's just, I'm nervous because I don't know what's going to happen. Now, I do have a plan. I've at the very least attempted to plan something, but the thing about filming, especially interviews and documentaries and things of that nature, is you have no idea what's going to happen, and that's scary. I can't plan ahead, and I don't like that. I don't like not being able to plan things, and so there's just part of me that's just so nervous and excited to get it over with. But I am excited. I am genuinely excited. This is the first project I've ever done that hasn't been for me. I mean, with the vlog and the documentaries, it's always been my choice to do it, and there's always a little bit of confidence behind that. But now that I'm under someone else's ring, where I'm creating work for someone else, it feels good, right? It feels like an accomplishment of sorts. Like, oh, I'm finally doing something important, or I'm finally doing the thing I've always wanted to do. But it's also scary, because like, what if, right? What if this is your one shot and you screw it up? And so I'm excited, and I'm nervous. And super excited, super duper excited, but mostly nervous. I think my other fear is because it's not a narrative, right? Because I don't have a script. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. I have a vague idea of like what kind of thing I'm making, but I don't want to make, I want to make a commercial. Like, technically it's like promotional, right? But I don't want to make a commercial. I want to tell a story. But the problem is I don't know what story to be told before it's filmed, and so I'm nervous that I won't find the story, right? The story won't be there, and then I'll be stuck with all this footage that I can't use. But maybe it'll work out. Hopefully. Maybe. I guess there's only one way to see. So this doesn't really have anything to do with today's story or the fact that I am very nervous for something I've done a lot of times, and I tell myself that, right? I'm a filmmaker, so why am I nervous to do the one thing I'm supposed to do? This has nothing to do with that. You're probably wondering, as you watch this video, why the heck am I outside in the freezing cold, when it is snowing, without a jacket or a hat? Well, the hat I left in Emily's car, and she's at work, so that's just gone for the time being. And my jacket, I left at my mom's, so I am both jacketless and hatless. I'm okay, my hands are a little numb, but it's not that bad, right? You get used to it. So if you're wondering why I'm standing out in the freezing cold, that's why. And I guess I could have shot the whole thing inside. It's significantly warmer in our house than it is outside, but it's just the aesthetic, you know what I mean? It just doesn't look as good. So, my sacrifice for this vlog. You're welcome. So I was supposed to go play tennis this morning. Actually, I even packed up my car and actually was halfway to the tennis court when I turned around and came home. I was so nervous about these interviews that I came home and just sat around, and for the last hour I've just basically been fiddling my thumbs. I've been doing like some cleaning and stuff to just kind of get my minds off of things. But the whole point of going to play tennis was so I wouldn't think about the interviews. But I was too stressed to even do that, so I just drove back here. And now I'm going to do those interviews, and I think the scary part is I feel like I should be more nervous than I am. Like, I don't actually feel that nervous, and I think that's what's making me nervous. Like, I should be really nervous because this is really important, but I feel pretty okay, which is, oddly enough, the most nerve-wracking, so we'll see how this goes. Well, I'm here 40 minutes early, but I suppose once I set up, hopefully it will be around about the good, yeah. Alright, let's do this. Well, overall, I think the interviews actually went really well. I was a little nervous at first. I feel like they could have been better, but they are what they are. I'm glad I have it. I have a couple more this evening and then one more on Friday. But, overall, now that I got this done, my day's starting to feel a lot better. It's a lot of work. I'm afraid that the vlog might struggle a bit, but I'll still be here every day as usual. But it's, well, we'll just have to wait and see and I guess hope for the best.